Good day, my fans out there. Welcome back to my page again this lovely evening here in UK. There's something I want to bring to your notice, even though I did not really want to go into politics, Nigerian politics. But I saw this article and it really did baffle me in the sense that I'm asking myself a question. What is going on in Nigeria? I know that African politics is a dirty game, but Nigerian one is getting out of hand. I think there are rules that you have to, or qualification or rules and regulation you have to meet before you can apply to be a president in Nigeria. And I'm sure that one of them will be somebody not being an ex-convict or have been done for fraudulent act. I saw this article, it baffles me. As I said, education is power, knowledge is power. Also in the Bible, the Lord says, my children died due to lack of knowledge. And that's true in Nigeria. We are allowing people that are fraudulent, people that are dodgy, to contest for presidency. What is happening in Nigeria? At the moment, there's a lot of killing, a lot of kidnapping, a lot of atrocities, and nobody's answerable to it. Now, as the election draw closer, brothers and sisters, mothers, fathers, please choose rightly who is going to govern you, who is going to be the commander-in-chief for another 4 years or even 8 years. Because what is happening in Nigeria right now is becoming unbearable. News coming out, and these people are still standing to become the president of a country, of our great country, Nigeria. Nigeria is a loving place. How Nigeria got to the stage where we are today, it's unbelievable. What is going on? Where have we gone wrong? We have been ruled and governed by conniving, hopeless leaders. People's lives don't matter anymore. Mothers kill children. Children kill mother. Father killed their children. Nobody really cares of what is going on in Nigeria. Nobody's answerable. Nobody's accountable. And some people are still coming out and saying they want to contest with bad record, being in prison, done things, and they're still standing to become a president of Nigeria. It's unacceptable. It is high time we Nigerians wake up. Even us that are in diaspora, even us that live overseas. Take, for example, United Kingdom is being governed. Any little mistake where the prime minister makes mistake, he steps down. He comes up, he's accountable for it. He steps down. But no, not in Africa. You see people that have done evil things in the past, they come out to stand as a president. They come out to contest. They pay billions of naira to contest as a president. What is going on? It is high time we start asking ourselves questions. If we're giving 10 million naira today to vote for the wrong person, do you think that 10 million naira is not going to finish? And when that 10 million naira finishes, what is going to happen when that person is on the throne? It's time we start thinking. It's time we start saying no to all these evil people coming out and saying they want to become president of Nigeria. Nigeria, our eyes are opened now. No more deceiving. No more bribing us with their dirty blood money. We want a good president for Nigeria. We want a president that will be accountable and answerable to the people. Nigeria is a great nation, full and well endowed. It is time for us to stand up for our rights. It is time for us to stand up for job, for enough protection. I don't want to come back home to Nigeria and be worrying if I'm going to be kidnapped or killed. No, I want to come back to a quiet, peaceful, enjoyable country. My home is Nigeria. Even though I'm a British citizen, my home is Nigeria. So please, brothers and sisters, people that are watching me, my fans. When it's time to choose that right person, it's almost that time. Please do the right choosing. Do the right choice. Don't make mistake because of money. Don't get deceived anymore. The time has come and gone. I'm going to leave it here, and we will talk about it again, because I'm sure it's going to come up, something is going to come up about politics again, even though I don't want to get involved in this politics. But this actually made me to say, no, I'm going to speak to my fans. So please, share this. Let people know. Like it. Let people know what is happening in Nigeria. It is time for us to make a great change. Remain blessed. Thank you for watching my page. Thank you for being my fan. Take care of yourself and look after yourself. Thank you.
My name is Michael Achumugu, former media aide and facilitator to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. I'm here to issue a very firm note of warning to his spokespersons and aides. I was there before some of you, and I'm more competent and meticulous than the most of you. This series is a battle for the redemption of the soul of Nigeria. It's nothing personal. And this is why, out of respect for the cordial relationship I used to have with His Excellency, I am holding and will continue to hold back evidences that are capable of tearing the very fabric of this nation. Things that the Waziri himself has said, plans that he has had that will be detrimental to the well-being of Nigerians. I'll hold back most of those things and only speak to Nigerians about the things that can guide them, help them understand why they should not vote for Atiku for president of Nigeria. If any one of you, however, comes at me, defames my character, then there will be the greatest unleashing of evidence Nigeria has ever witnessed since 1960. Of course, I know that attempts will be made on my life. You can kill me. It's all good. But Nigeria is more important than one person, than this individual. And this is why my lawyers have been well briefed. In the event of my death, if anything touches a strand of hair on my body, then my lawyers will unleash everything in my arsenal. Do not aggravate issues for Atiku by aggravating me. I have thought about this long and hard before I decided to speak up. I've been silent for a long time, but I have children. All of my viewers have children. You have families that will be affected if you make the wrong choice in 2023. In all good conscience, I will not sit back and let this happen without speaking about what I know. I will once again say to Nigerians that as you watch and listen to the sequels to this first episode, make decisions that will be good for you, your family, and the future of this country. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is not that person to vote for. And I say this because I know it. Thank you. On the 13th of June 2018, there were serious corruption allegations flying all over social media about 100 million naira bribe that had been given to Atiku Abubakar by the then Plateau State Governor Joshua Dare. By the direct personal admission of the governor, he had given 100 million naira to Atiku. For this reason, the governor was found guilty and was sentenced to jail time. I needed to know what the truth about the allegation was before proceeding to plan a defense strategy. And so I reached out to my then principal, Atiku Abubakar, via email, asking him, the details of the issue and how to proceed. And so he had told me that in his reply that, that money had been paid into an SPV. I didn't know what an SPV was, so I asked him. And so he gave a brief description, but since it was obvious I wasn't quite, I didn't have clarity, he put a call through to me on that same day. On my blog, you'd find the phone number that he had used to call me on that day and the number I was also using by which I had received that call that day. And in his call, in our conversation, he admitted to having advised his then boss, President Olusegun Obasanjo, against what he called open corruption, stating that he practiced corruption by stealth or corruption by SPV, if you will. Went on to explain in further strategy meetings that through those SPVs he, Atiku Abubakar, had set up, don't forget that he was in charge of the economy, and every monetary transactions had to pass through him, and they had used those SPVs, to fleece the Nigerians, using those monies for private businesses, to settle their friends and political issues as well. That particular conversation gave me a little insight into the truth about my boss, my then boss, and all of the corruption allegations against him. It also opened my mind to the knowledge that the reason he's always been confident in defending himself, in allegations of SPV by telling Nigerians, "Show me evidence if you have any against me," is because SPVs, these companies he had set up by himself, had placeholder directors. So nothing could ever be traced back to him directly. That's why Atiku is always confident about corruption allegations. But it also forced me to begin to investigate deeper, the man that I was serving at the time. Listen to the conversation between me and him.
Sir.
Yeah, Mike.
Yes, sir.
How can you ask me what is SPV?
I don't know what SPV is, and I need to be sure before I start arguing with these people.
SPV is a special purpose vehicle. In other words, is a company they incorporate to carry out certain, activities.
Okay, sir.
You see, what happened was when we came into, the office, and I advised the president against, open corruption.
Yes, sir.
I told him, I said, give me 3 people you trust.
Yes, sir.
And I will prepare 3 companies for which they will be the subscribers, or rather the directors.
Okay, sir.
So that, if there is any contract that we give, they will act like consultants,
yes.
And then they are giving a fee.
Yes,
and
sir.
that fee is what we now use, to fund the party instead of, engaging open. So he gave me the names of Fashawe, Andy Uba, and the late this guy, from Borno State, who died in that plane crash. Trying to the 3 of them.
Okay, sir.
So I now incorporated companies and I put them as subscribers.
Yes, sir.
And one of the companies was Marine Floats.
Yes, sir.
So when this governor sent a donation to the party, now he sent it to Marine Floats. So it was paid into Marine Float.
Yes, sir.
And one of the subscribers of Marine Float was Otumba Fashe. That account was very, very well investigated by EFCC to see whether, there was any vision. They found out that there was nothing.
Yes, sir.
So that was where the 100 million went to. It did not go to Atiku Abubakar. It went to Marine Float. And Marine Float was an SPV, special purpose vehicle, created, as a consulting company. So
okay, sir.
That was the way I handled it.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So that was what I briefly tried to explain to you. No money was given to Atiku Abubakar.
It's okay. These people, as the time draws closer, they keep coming up with a lot of issues, and one needs to be able to have a few facts to be countering them immediately. Yes, sir. No problem, sir. I will tackle him later tonight. They should go and check. The money was not paid to Atiku Abubakar. The money was paid to a company called Marine Float. Marine Float, yes, sir. Yes, which and Marine Float was one of those 3 companies, Yes, sir. So, he did state categorically that you own Marine Float. I never own. There is no way I can own Marine Float.
let them go and check the certificate of incorporation or articles of association to find out whether I own marine float.
Okay, sir. That's all. That's all. No problem, sir. Thank you so much, Daddy. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Bye.